Hey guys, welcome to the Model Citizen Podcast. We're your hosts, Hunter and Michaela. We are so excited to have you here. All right, let's dive in.
Can you hear?
Dude. Oh, is this a mashup?
Sorry, guys. I just wanted to start with some worship.
Is that a mashup?
No, that's the song.
I was hearing, God,
That's the end of it. That's like the last half of it.
Good music, dude. Wow.
That
I
is
miss that. Here's
good.
the thing. Okay. I miss that.
That era?
That like, just like that music that you're just like, you want to dance, but you also want to cry. You want to scream.
Oh.
You want to go in the mirror.
Yeah,
you want to look out the window when it's raining and with like a somber face.
Somber face.
I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean.
So good.
I like that shirt. Okay, wait. Why are we both doing this moment here? Wait.
Sorry, but like I'm Gen Z.
Dude, you're actually Gen Z-ing it, you guys. If you are just a listener, you don't even know that Hunter is in a literal red tube top with a star and says 95 on it. Like, okay. Wait, what does mine say? Mine says 90. Wait, that's really weird.
Literally not us lying by our ages, but also being 5 years apart.
Wait.
Not our shirts.
That's wild.
Being 5 years apart, but also us lying. Also, I was born basically in 95, and you were born only 3 years earlier than that, and I was born only 3 years earlier than this.
Wait, we also need to talk about the fact that I was basically born in 1988. Like, I know I was born in 1987, but I'm 2 weeks away from 88.
That's true. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I feel like...
And I feel like we don't talk about that enough.
Let's talk about that part. Let's make this podcast about
you guys don't want to have that conversation about how I'm actually 36.
Exactly, sister.
Nobody wants to talk about that.
And here's the thing, we talk about the hard-hitting stuff. When it's your birthday, are you going into your 36 year? You already completed. You already completed. So you're going into your 38th year.
I'm going into my 38th year.
Crazy.
You guys, and I had a meeting this morning, an exciting, fun meeting, and the person I had a meeting with couldn't believe that your girl was 37.
Maybe it was because you were wearing the 1990 t-shirt.
Maybe because I was really like born in the 90s shirt.
No, but people never believe your age.
I'm gonna start wearing like a born in the 2000s shirt and just like see who I can. Born in Y2K. I know people always think, but here's the thing: is like I don't think you look any older than me. I think. I don't know about that. I think like you're taller than me.
I'm very angular.
And you're very angular, dude. You're kind of like you're obtuse.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm a lot of left and right angles. I'm a lot of
left and right angles,
30-degree
angles, and I'm like I'm ovular, ovular,
you're
ovalescent,
jubilee. You're jubilant.
Jubilee. I'm jubilous. Yeah,
but you have like those.
I'm ovalescent and jubilish.
But you have like those young round cheeks that are like sit high and they're young,
fat.
And and you literally sent me a picture of you yesterday saying your Botox was working, and I was like, "Whoa, she looks young."
Look at the. You can.
I know, but yours looks good, dude. Like literally, like mine's working, yes, but like yours actually, and I'm not joking, took a few years off of you.
It definitely did. I have to say, you guys, I'm so sorry. But I have always maintained that I am a big supporter of lasers and needles in the sense of this is what's going to actually work. Can I be real? Is that okay? Can I be honest on the podcast?
For one episode, can we be real?
For one time, can I be fucking real on this podcast? You guys know, like, we support any kind of anything. I don't give a fuck what you do with your body, girl. Cut it up, take it all off, leave it all on. I don't care. I empower women to do whatever they want. When it comes to skin, the only thing that's really going to make the real, like, other people notice a difference is needles and lasers. Mm-hmm. Like, you can do all the things and you can do maintenance for sure. Don't get me wrong, okay? But most of it's temporary, and the real magic happens.
And except I will say I've been using the Dr. Hauschka stuff, and my skin is looking a little more even.
Well, yeah, of
course. But you mean a
There's
real
all that,
difference?
Though.
Now, here's the thing. Okay, we did crow's feet. Do you notice the difference there?
Yes.
I didn't even know I
Absolutely.
had crow's feet until she said it.
Neither did I. Neither did I until she goes, "Okay, so we're gonna do the forehead, right? Okay, and then also do you wanna do crow's
No,
feet?" And I was
same.
like,
I was literally like, "What crow's feet? What do you mean? Huh? What?"
I was like, "Oh, you must be looking at someone else. Oh, it must be the lighting." She would go in the other
But
room.
now that she's
This
done
must be
it,
bad
and,
lighting.
like, when I smile, there's not
Mhm.
a lot of crow's feet, now I wanna go back to old photos and be like, "Was there crow's feet?" It just goes to show, but I
Mm.
also got my, um, masseter done, which I've
Masseter or
done for
whatever.
years because I have such anytime they go to inject my masseters and they go bite down, they go, "Oh my god, yeah," because it's so,
Ooh.
like it's like a big knot in my,
Right,
in this area because I've always been very, like,
right.
jaw heavy, and, I did that, and oh my god, dude, it feels so much like, it's so wild because I am so used to having that jaw pain that when I don't have it, it's so significant. I love it.
Well, jaw pain also radiates to the neck, so that also could be
I
why you
know,
have
and I
neck
also am
issues.
like, do I get Botox in my orbital?
The Barbie
No, that's
Botox?
isn't that in your shoulders or there? The thing
Yeah,
is,
I
dude, is
guess it is. It's, like,
I would
here.
have to have so many units to
So
even make the
much.
slightest difference in my traps. That's so cute when
Nah,
people are like, "I
dude.
get my
I
traps."
would
That would cost me $35,000.
I would create, a dent. Other people wouldn't be able to get their normal Botox because I would be out here
Y
getting my
No,
shoulders
literally,
injected.
Botox would be like, "Why is our supply so low
Right.
in Northern
The
America?"
supply chain would be
Drained.
drained of
Yeah,
all of
but
its
I kinda
resources,
wanna look into possibly getting it in my neck, see if that's anything.
especially the orbitals, the
Yeah,
occipitals.
yeah, I wanna see if that's
That's the
anything.
area.
Um,
Oh,
alright, well, hey.
thank you guys so much. Um, so here's the thing. I'm
Yeah,
hungry right
yeah,
now. I need you guys
yeah,
to know
you've been
that,
up for a
okay?
minute.
I I've been up since
Yeah.
5 because I had a meeting with London. No, I
Oh,
had a
you did
meeting
have a
with
meeting with London.
I did have a meeting with London, and that's the thing is that 3 o'clock for them is 7
Yeah,
AM
that's
for us.
crazy.
That's gonna be a problem for
Mhm,
me because to be camera ready by 7 AM is really
mhm,
shocking,
mhm.
and it is
It
tough.
is tough.
I don't know how these people do it on TV. News
And you have to be there at, like,
reporters, I mean, they
4
go in and get
AM.
it done.
No, not
Yeah.
all of them, Michaela. I've
I
done
know not
here's the
all of
thing,
them do, I
guys,
know. But the Hoda copies of the
I
world
don't
do.
know. I don't know, Michaela, because hot tip, you guys. This is like inside edition. When I've done those
Extra,
shows,
extra.
extra, literally, like, they have their chairs and they come in and they're like hair and makeup ready and they just do like touch ups in the room. So I don't
Mm,
know. They might have to do it themselves. I don't know what kind of budget like
I know.
TLA 5 is working with. I don't think they're doing like a full hair and makeup
No.
team. No.
That's true. You're probably right, you're probably right, you're probably right.
So I don't know,
Well,
dude.
that doesn't change the
Doesn't
fact.
change the
Doesn't
fact.
change the fact that I'm
I
absolutely
heard a
starving, dude.
rumor
I could
I
what?
heard a rumor that Hoda Kotb was taking over for Kelly Clarkson on daytime TV.
Why would she need to take over for Kelly?
Well, can you like confirm or deny this rumor? But I heard this
Let's
rumor.
see.
Oh, for God's sake.
What?
I thought I hit my button.
And she didn't. That's
That's
okay.
okay, guys.
I'm gonna use what I see in front of me. How about
All
that?
right.
Exclusive. Hoda Kotb set to appear on Kelly Clarkson's talk show. Okay, Kelly Clarkson could bolt from talk show any day now.
Dude, that's the news.
I think it could just be, like,
I don't know, but
appearances. I think it's
here's
just
the
gonna be
thing.
an appearance.
I love
Kelly just started, I
I
feel. How long has Kelly been
love
doing her show?
Kelly Clarkson. I'm dying to be on her show. Her and
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore. Please put me on your show. I literally just want to sit there and just
You
stare at you
were
guys.
on Drew Barrymore's show.
Well, yeah, but I want to sit in front of her, not during COVID era.
Because it was
I want her to hold my hand. But also, I also miss
mm,
Hoda on my TV so much.
so much,
So
so much. Can we just create we need to create another day in the week so we can have another morning, so we can have another
so
morning
she can have
show
one morning
that
and still
Hoda can do.
also be with her kids.
Not even that, but so that we don't have to take off somebody. We can add a whole day with a
Yeah, but then she can
morning
also be with her
so
kids,
that
which is why
Hoda
she
can
left anyways. So
sure,
this day did
sure.
only
But we just
exists
want
for
one
us.
day. All of
Yeah,
us.
let's create a day.
I
Who
I
does
think it's a
create a
great
day? You know what
idea.
I mean?
Thank
It's
you.
like, could we create a day?
Well, Yeah.
Are the limits just
And a lot of people I
endless?
sometimes wish that I had a secret day, like, oh, just
8
me
days a
extra
week.
day.
Do you know that New York is
Right.
actually looking into, the 4-day work week? Did you read that?
Absolutely, which I think is so
Yeah.
smart in a lot of countries where the people are very happy have
Yeah.
four-day work
I think
weeks.
that that's
But
brilliant.
here's the thing, they need to also and I know this is riveting, they need to, like, change the workload for people so that it's not like they're trying to get 5 days of work done in 4 days, it's just 4 days of
Yeah.
work. Does that make sense? Because
Right.
when your husband has a day off or, like, a holiday, it's like fucking
Also,
crunch
there's
time
literally
for
no
those
days
4
off is
days.
what I've learned in his business.
Basically,
There's no
basically, when
holidays.
you
Like, when
yeah,
people say
no.
holiday, I'm like,
But you know what I
"Does
mean?
your"
If there is, like, a Friday off, if they have, like, a Friday off, they have to literally hustle those
Yeah.
4 days. I remember when I worked in, like, customer service and we would have, like, those Friday holidays off, it was like 4 days of
Yeah.
hell.
Absolutely.
We're almost like, "Just give me the Friday so I can, like,
Right,
have
so
a
I can, like,
normal
break it
week."
up and, like, not have to absolutely struggle.
Mhm, 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 and so that's my request to the powers
Yeah,
that
I
be.
love that. I wanna
Equal
know
out.
who is the powers that be that decide this.
They're the being
Yeah,
powers.
I wanna be in
They
that
do be.
position.
To add an
Well,
extra
to add
day.
an extra day, take away a work day, also daylight savings of it all. It's like, can we?
Oh, the
It's so
daylight savings of
weird
it
that and I
all.
know we're way past this, you guys, but, like, it's just so weird that, like,
Mhm.
Arizona doesn't observe some it's just, like, doesn't make sense.
Mm-mm.
Um, Anywho.
Anywho, the reason I'm also saying I'm hungry is because it smells like pizza in my house because I think my neighbor's cooking a pizza, which is interesting at 11 AM. And
Wild.
also, I know that we have talked away about not a way about, but we feel a certain way about Beyoncé, and I have said, though, that I think that her Cowboy Carter
Best
album
album.
is so good. It's so good. It's, like, my favorite thing she's ever done, and I don't really know why it, like, resonates more with me, um, than, like, a lot of her other stuff, but I think maybe because it's so new and so
Yeah.
fresh, but people are, like, absolutely loving her
Michaela, I wanna go
concert, and, like, I wanna
so
go.
bad.
I wanna go so bad, so can
I've
somebody
almost pulled the trigger on some last minute tickets for literally Brian and I to go because she was here, like, maybe 2 days ago, and I had, like, in, like, our mom
Mhm,
group, like, people saying it, and I wasn't fast enough, but I literally 2 separate times was gonna pull the trigger and be like, "Babe, can we just go?" And, like, even if they're nosebleeds, I just wanna wear, like, a denim outfit and dance the night
mhm,
away. And to, like, Beyoncé, because
mhm,
it just
mhm.
you know what it is? It reminds me of? It's very, like, Taylor Swift adjacent in the way of, like, Cowboy Carter is very much like, "Let's bring out the rhinestones and the denim and the cowboy hat
Yes.
and the, like, glitzy
Right.
glammy outfits," and it's less about being, like, a
Mhm.
baddie, and I think that that's
Yeah.
more our vibe.
Right. Well, also, I've heard that it's like it makes you feel patriotic again in the best
Yes.
way because she brings a lot of like, I am a Black woman, a mother, an entrepreneur, I am a business owner, I am the American dream. And she just like really brings that to the show. And she's like bringing in like poetry from like
Yes.
American, you know what I mean? And it's like, it makes you feel like a sense of national pride, people are saying, where like, something that no politician has been able to do
Yes.
in
Well, it's
decades,
also
with so many opportunities to speak and, like,
yes.
pontificate.
Also the fact that
None of them have been able to do what
her
she's able to
song
do,
was Kamala Harris's walkout song. Like, it literally
literally, which
makes
still gives
I
me chills just to think
same.
about.
I'm telling you, dude, you should go. I don't know if she's already done Staples yet or sorry,
She
crypto.
did.
Oh, she
She
did because
did.
I was gonna
It's
say there's a lot of
Staples.
last minute tickets that I keep seeing. I'm like, can a
No. Well,
brand?
maybe she'll come
You
back.
know,
I know, can a
I want to go so
brand?
bad.
Tarte?
I know. Well,
Marine?
I know. Take us to Beyonce. Also, um, Patrick did that for one size. He like took a bunch of people, and it was so cute.
Oh, somebody take us. Come on, we know you guys
I know.
listen.
I'm telling you, dude. I almost pulled the trigger twice, and Brian was down. I
I
wasn't
love that
fast
for
enough.
Brian. No,
Brian
well, you
Loki, you
gotta
know
be
Brian
faster. You gotta
Loki like
be
loves he that's like his whole
I know.
vibe is like
Beyonce.
Beyonce, but also like just like hip hop R&B.
Hip hop, R&B,
Soul
soul. He's
music. That
very
is like
that.
I'll never forget when I first asked him his favorite type of music. And I was literally expecting him to be like jazz. And he was like Tupac. He was like Beastie
Mhm.
Boys. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah,
Yeah, that's very his
yeah,
tea.
yeah.
That's very his tea. Well, you guys had a very eventful weekend this
We
weekend.
had
You
a eventful
had
weekend, dude. I went to so many birthday parties.
You
I
threw one
threw
and
one, I
went
went
to.
to one. So many kids. So many kids, dude. And it's just so funny though, because I will say I'm so grateful for the group of mom friends that I have made in my little group because I can be so me and they're okay with that, right? Like I'm the first one to
Right.
show up at the birthday party and they know that I'm the first one to show up because I'm going to be the first to leave, right? So there's
Right.
no questioning. They know when I'm like, hey, can my kid go in the basement? I need a minute, right? I'm saying, hey, me and my kid are overstimulated. And they're like, go in the basement. No worries, right? Like,
Is that like a thing? Is that like mom
no, I think it's just
talk
me.
kind of? Just
I think
you,
it's
just
just
you
me.
being
But
like,
also it's like, okay, if it's 12:30 and I'm going and the party's still for another hour, they're like, we get it. Hey, carry on, soldier. You
right,
know what I mean? There's no making
right.
me feel bad, which I love and I appreciate so much. Um,
Are people making people feel bad still?
yeah. Yeah, they are. I
Interesting.
think that people will also feel like very uh like indebted
Like
to do
offended?
something or to stay for something and I'm just like they all know. They know who I am and I like that.
I just want everyone to know that, like, if you show up at my event, in my soiree for even 20 minutes, I'm
Yeah.
grateful because it's like the energy
The
to do anything at
energy, but
all.
that's also the thing is like I want people to feel so comfortable in my home, in like around me. Like even when I had people over for Easter, like one of my friends' husbands who they both just had a baby, like fell asleep on our couch with the baby, and like I loved that. I was like, "Oh my god, that I
Yeah, because they felt
love that." Yeah,
comfortable.
I want people to feel comfortable, and I want people to feel like welcome, and I'm like, I just love that. I think it's great. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So
Yeah.
just
It's
come and
comfy.
be as you are and do as you are, dude. And then we threw a birthday party at,
Right.
for Hudsey. It was a month early, and it was so like just fun. It was so fun.
It was so funny because both mom and dad and Martin asked me why the birthday was a month
No one
early.
knows.
And I didn't genuinely have an answer for them. I just said, that's their way.
That's their way.
I just said, I looked at them and I said,
Do you know why it was early?
tea. Because everyone's gone in
That part,
June?
sister. So
Okay,
because
yeah, that's
his
what I thought.
birthday
That's what I
is
said.
June 26th, and from past birthdays, we've thrown it right around his birthday, and everyone has been out of town because I feel like most people take it
Gone.
usually like at the first end of summer and then kind of
Right.
vibe on the second end, and they're always gone. And I'm like, okay. So we looked at this place that we had it at, and they had one date available, and it was Memorial Day weekend. And I didn't realize it was Memorial Day weekend, so a lot of people were gone anyway. But it was fine.
Okay, but still such a
17
huge
kids.
turnout.
Yeah, it was amazing.
That's
It was
crazy.
so much fun. Such a blast. I love a party where I can literally show up and bring myself, my body, my children, my husband, and everyone does the rest. That's great. And it was
Mhm.
like
That's
500
incredible.
bucks, dude. Remember I used to spend like a fortune on birthday parties.
But I also, like, think that the first and second and third birthdays are for the parents.
Yeah.
The first birthday is for sure for mom. Like, that's for the
Yeah. Because
mother.
kids they don't even have any friends
Everyone
yet.
I don't really understand why we don't have, like, birthday parties that are, like, specifically for the mom of the kid, because it's like the first couple years, like, you're the one that needs to be we've talked
Yeah.
about this. You know how I feel about it. It's
I
like
agree.
the kid's not gonna remember, but, like, you're gonna remember. Also, like, I think the parent should be celebrated, especially the mom, for, like, getting through the
Yeah.
first year. That's, like, crazy to
I
me.
agree. I agree.
So, I don't know. That actually brings me to what we're talking about today. So, there's been this trend
Mm-hmm.
going around, right? And it's basically propaganda I refuse to fall for. Now, I understand that some people have taken this opportunity
Bash
to
other people.
bash other people, or maybe single out other people or make fun of other people. And that's not what we're going to do today.
You don't know
When
that.
I
I'm just
posted well,
kidding.
that's true. I don't know. That could be listen, Hunter could have a
You don't
totally
know
different,
that.
set of plans for us. But I feel like when I did mine, I had no one else in mind but literally myself and, like, what I'm down to do and what I'm not down to do,
Right,
right?
and also,
Like,
by the way, this is all in good fun. No one's, like,
no
literally
one's
yeah,
serious. God, this is not a serious podcast. We're a lot of things.
yeah,
We are French, religious, political, but we are
yeah, we're
not
not
serious, okay?
serious, and if
We're
you've ever read
medical.
the Serious Goose book, if you're a parent, we're that book,
We're that
'kay?
book.
We're that book, and if you know,
Sure.
you know.
Sure. If you know, you know. So we're going to talk about the propaganda that we refuse to fall
Okay.
for. And one of the
I think we
first
should go
propagandas
you
is
say
that,
one, I say one, you say one.
well, yes, the propaganda we're not going to fall for is anyone taking us seriously no matter what we do. We're just fucking
We're literally
joking,
joking
okay?
even when
We're kidding about everything. Everything's alleged.
everything is a legend, and even when we're literally serious and crying, it's a joke.
It's a
It's a
bit, okay?
bit.
Even if I'm
Emotions are a
literally bawling
bit.
my eyes out. Yes, I came on here a couple episodes ago and I was crying beforehand. It
Like,
was
that
a
was a
bit.
bit, dude. When you were having a grief moment, that was
Was
a
I
bit.
genuinely crying and going through emotional strife? Yes. Was it real? Yes. Was I being serious?
But you're also
No.
committed to the bit.
But I'm committed to the bit. Also, now it smells like burgers. What's
I don't know, but
happening here? Do I have a habit
I
next
like
to
what's
me?
going on. I think you need to
You
become
like what
friends
you
with that
like where things are going.
person.
I
I want a pizza
absolutely.
stone.
Okay,
Okay.
so the very first propaganda I refuse to fall for is hustle culture.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. Here's the thing. I don't like this whole concept, and we've talked about this at length on this podcast. I hate the idea, and this kind of goes into another one of my propagandas I refuse to fall for, which is like being busy equals being important. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
can
That's a
be
good one.
a valuable member of the world without being like so break your back, no sleep, no eat, like exhausted.
Yeah.
And like you can still be a member of society that is matters and is important without all of that.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
Do
I
you want
feel
to know
like
something
LA is very
funny?
hustle culture. What?
Is that one of mine is like
People who don't
people
want to
who don't want
work?
to work. But I
Right.
think
Okay,
that
but
there's
that's the
but I
difference
think that
though.
there's thresholds to both of those, right? Like,
I don't think we need to be
no,
glorifying exhaustion
no.
anymore. That
Exhaustion
is
is
where I
not
think the
cute.
level of it
It's not cute.
no, it's too much. It's not fair. Also, like, you know what I also don't really love, and this is kind of in that pocket? I don't love how we're calling moms superheroes because then I
I
feel like in
read
a
that.
way
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, that's actually so true. Like, I don't like that we do that to moms. It's meant to be a compliment, but I also like don't like the idea of it being like, you're a superhero for being so exhausted and having no help and accepting no help. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
because
like
then you don't allow
that's
them to fall. Because then they feel like they have to be a
exactly.
superhero.
No, and they shouldn't have to be. They're human
Yeah.
beings. They're amazing in so many ways, but like also it's okay if
Yeah.
they're like fucking
Yeah.
tired. Anyway, okay, what's yours?
Things I'm not falling for. I think we just have to start each and every one of them
That's
with things I'm
fine.
not falling
Yeah.
for. Guys, Starbucks. No longer, dude. It's
Mm.
bad.
Mm-mm.
It's
Bad. It
bad.
is bad.
It's
It
literally
is
bad.
bad.
Like, I'm sorry. I like now I go out of my way to get other kinds of coffees from different places, mainly mom and pop shops because I just find they're always better. But like Starbucks
Mhm.
coffee is bad. The bakery food is bad. Okay?
Absolutely, I couldn't agree with
Sorry,
you
I
more.
don't know what else to say. That's
We're
it.
not doing Starbucks anymore. We're
It's
making it
also,
at
by the
home or we're
way,
getting it from mom's.
$8.
It's, like, so expensive, dude. That's the thing. I'm not doing that
Ridiculous.
shit anymore.
No.
Starbucks has absolutely lost the
Yeah.
plot,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
right?
Okay.
Okay,
Things I'm not falling for.
the next thing I'm not falling for is the "you don't owe anyone anything" concept. Now, this is like a little bit I understand that there's pushback on this, and I also understand that we come from a boundary setting world
Mhm.
and culture
So
these days, and that's not what
you're
I'm
not
talking about.
falling for, like, you think people
I'm
do
not
some people
falling
do owe people
for
something.
I do,
Got it.
I do, I do, and, like, I had somebody comment on my reel and was like, "Okay, but, like, you don't owe anyone anything," and my response to her was, "I actually owe my community a lot." Like, I owe my family a lot, I feel, in a lot of ways. I owe, like, the people who have supported me, the listeners of our
Mhm.
podcast. I actually do feel like I owe
I
them
completely
in a
agree
way
with you, and I
of
think once you lose that, you've lost the plot and you've lost the empathy for other people.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Is like I feel like we're going a little too far in the direction of, well, I don't know anyone anything at
Yeah,
all. So
and
like fuck all
by the
of
way,
you. And
now
it's
no one
like,
has
wait,
empathy. Okay.
right now no one has empathy. Nobody has community. You can't build community off the concept of I don't owe anyone anything, because that's the most important part of when you build a like sustainable support system, is that you do feel that you owe each other that support. You owe each other check-ins. You owe each other like space to like experience one another and talk and like, I don't know, lean on them once in a while. Like, I don't know. I just feel like you can't expect to have people that you can lean on if you're going to run around and say that you don't owe anyone anything. Like,
Yeah.
okay, well, then they don't owe you anything
And
either.
then no
And
one
then
owes
now we're
anyone
all just like
anything,
living
and
on an
then we're
island.
literally just like bashing each other, and then that's Trump's America. So I don't know what
That's what
else.
I'm saying. And that's what I mean. And I hope that this is coming
Yeah,
across
like we're
as
not
like
not trying to
how
be.
I'm intending it.
Yes, yes, it's
You know, it's like I want there to be more of an environment of, it's not like I owe you my uncomfort necessarily, but like sometimes community is going to be uncomfortable. And this is how I feel about like, even when I was on the plane and those kids were literally like on top of me, these strange children were on top of me
right.
basically. It's like, you owe the public your understanding, and you owe people empathy, and you owe people maybe the benefit of the doubt a little
Yeah,
bit. I'm not saying that if you were like abused or something that you owe anyone anything. That's
right,
not, you owe that person
right.
anything. Have discernment.
Yes.
Just like
But I also
you
think that's
guys
why
know what I'm
we
talking
are such
about.
as like a selfish generation. We're dealing with such a selfish generation.
Yeah.
The next generation is extremely selfish because it's like the I don't owe you anything vibe. And it's
Mm,
like you just said, it's like you kind of like owe some people like the benefit of the doubt. And it's not even like maybe it's the
mhm.
wording of it all. But it's
Yeah,
this very much
probably.
like, oh, I'm girl bossing. I don't owe you shit. And it's like, yeah,
Mm,
no, for sure. But also we're living in the most selfish time where everything is me, 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 me,
yeah,
me. We've lost the plot.
right.
Empathy has exited stage left,
Yeah. Mhm,
and it's a
mhm.
problem.
Mhm.
Now yours
Mhm.
are so for real and mine are silly.
Yours are goosey. Well, some of mine are
Things I'm
goosey.
not falling for, I think lip filler. Again,
Okay.
here's the
Yeah.
thing, okay?
For you
For me
personally, you're
personally,
saying?
okay? I've
Yeah.
never had it myself, but I am seeing this trend of people being like getting my fillers out, getting my lip fillers out, and they're just like
Mhm.
different vibe,
Well,
dude.
Molly May got all of her
She
fillers out a long
did?
time ago. Yes, a long time ago, and looks fantastic. Rachel Leary is another YouTuber that I follow.
Mm.
She's another
But
British
also no
YouTuber.
hate,
She
no
just
shade if
got
you
her
got
lips
it.
dissolved. No, not at all, but I do think that there's like, I think we went through a phase, a really interesting phase where it was
Oh my
like
god, it was
the
everything.
Kylie Jenner
How
lip of it
much did
all.
you and I go back and forth all the time where it was like, should I like try it out? Should I not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I
Mhm,
think that
mhm.
is
Bigger is not always better when it comes to like any
yeah,
feature, you
yeah,
know? And I think that like if you do it and you love it, cool, but like also don't feel like you need to have
yeah.
like big huge like balloon
DSLs.
lips to look beautiful. Like I'm sure you look absolutely stunning the
Yeah,
way that you are. Like I don't know. I agree with you on that
yeah.
one. The other thing, and literally, okay, I'm gonna say a silly goosey one, and then I'm gonna be like maybe a little bit
Okay.
serious again, okay? Oat milk slander.
Hmm.
I get it, but here's the thing: why does almond milk get such a pass and oat milk
Here's
doesn't?
the thing.
When oat milk is
But
creamier.
it's creamier, it's better, it's more delicious. But here's the thing. I think oat milk is on its rise. Its star is about to take off because I really, honest to goodness, think that like people are realizing. Okay. Just as
Yeah,
we realized with
right,
milk, we went to almond, or first we went to soy, then we went to almond.
right,
Now we're going to do oat.
right.
Um, and I just think that that's going to be like the next.
Well, I feel like we're
It's
going all the way back though to cow's
I know,
milk,
dude, it's
and then
kinda
people are
crazy. I
like,
have, like, friends who are literally, like, getting cows and, like, just doing straight from the
"That's
tap. I'm like,
wild,
"This is
that's
crazy.
wild,
The world is
that's wild."
crazy."
The world is crazy. We're
Uh,
literally going so far back that we're like gonna be all of us on
no,
farms again. We're just
literally, we're
like
gonna be like, AI who?
they're
We're gonna be
just like
churning
going
butter.
back.
It's so good. Okay, things I'm not falling
Churning butter,
for,
100%.
gentle parenting. Not saying I'm not a gentle parent. I'm a
Mm-mm.
very gentle parent, but I think like the hard and fast rules of gentle parenting, I think so much of social media is like, don't do that. Like, make sure you don't like you're not like stern with your kid, like, and I did that for so long at the point where I was like, I'm losing my mental health because I'm like, my kid is now
Mm.
running my household. Not that I don't do gentle parenting in my own way, but in the way of like social media gentle parenting, where there's like a rule book, right? Like, I do think that
Right.
there's so much to be said about intuitive parenting, right? And like what
Right.
feels good to you. Obviously, never be anything but like don't do anything harmful. That's literally goes without saying, obviously. But
Course.
the listen, I understand that you just
Mhm.
stabbed me with a
That you just hit
pencil.
me.
I
Yeah, right.
understand. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I simply
Also, like, can we all just, like, leave room for a parent to be a
let's
human
just
being
but also
too and
let's
get
just well, that's
frustrated?
also on my thing is like here's the thing I'm not falling for is like the mom shame of it all. Literally do what you want to do.
Oh, you know I won't
Do the gentle
I'm not a mom, but
parenting.
I get so up in arms about the mom shaming.
It's rid
If I ever was to have children, let me tell you, I'm blocking every single person any single person that slides into
everybody.
my DMs to say anything is getting fucking blocked. I don't
Oh
care
my
what
god.
your
Dude, I
intentions
literally had to
are.
unfollow somebody the other day that I had followed for so long because she kept posting these things that were like, yeah, my baby's sleeping with me, but like they're only this little for, so long and like
Oh,
contact naps. And I'm like,
stop
okay, well,
right
now
there,
I feel
ma'am.
guilty that like I have my kids on a nap
Yeah.
schedule. So I'm like, this whole
Mhm.
like guilty being like, they're only like, this is it. Like, you're only going to get that. And it's like, yes, 100%, but also, hey, contact nap, don't contact nap, breastfeed, formula feed, have a schedule, don't have a schedule. I literally don't care what you do, but don't make other people feel bad for whatever they choose to do.
Yeah,
It's
right, exactly.
ridiculous.
It is. And I also think that, like, when we're doing too much of this, constructive, whatever, or not so constructive sometimes, we're kind of, like, erasing the natural inclinations and, like, your instincts as a
Yeah.
parent and a
Yeah.
mother, like, because 'cause you're overthinking,
Mhm.
and it's like, "Hey, we have thousands of years of DNA telling us what to do,
Mhm.
and, like, just genuine instincts, like, let's not forget that, and let's not undermine that too,
Exactly.
to an extent." Do you know what I
Exactly.
mean? Does
And
that
they're
make sense?
different
I don't
for
know.
everybody.
And they're different for everybody, and that's the thing. Um, one thing I refuse to fall for is still buying Teslas. Like, who
Wait, that's
is out
so crazy
here?
that you literally are talking about this, Michaela, because I forgot I wanted to tell you a story during this podcast. We
Okay.
were at the
Oh my god,
mall
let's go.
and Polestar, which is like basically
Mm.
Tesla's competitor, was offering
Mhm.
20% off if you trade in your Tesla for a Polestar.
Oh my god, tea.
Iconic.
Polestar CEO. Who is it? Michael
Yep.
Lochschler. He was appointed chief blah, 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 Michael sort of the CEO of Nikola Motor
Isn't
Company,
that is
VinFast
that
and
not
Opel.
is Nikola not Tesla?
No.
Look up Polestar
And
trade-in.
before the CFO of Volkswagen and Mitsubishi. Just
They were
saying.
literally doing trade-in.
No, Nikola's Corporation is an American manufacturer of heavy-duty commercial battery electric
Got it, okay.
vehicles. Founder Trevor Milton, owner Trevor Milton. Yeah, so not
Not Nikola Tesla.
not our favorite psychopathic billionaire, evil mongrel,
Mongol. But isn't that so,
Mongol.
like, iconic? They were, like, 20% off if you trade in your Tesla.
That's, like, actually so
I've never heard
crazy.
of, like, a deal like that for Polestar, like,
I
for
know,
a
that's
car.
incredible.
But, yeah, no, I agree.
I think that still buying Teslas in this day and age is so crazy to me. I'm like, after everything you've seen, don't put money in this man's pocket. There's all kinds of other electric vehicles out there.
Isn't it
You
crazy
do
how
not
we
need to be
literally have,
putting
like,
money in his.
stopped hearing in the last,
I
like,
know,
few weeks?
well, because he
Also,
backed
everyone
off
in my
because
neighborhood, it's
Tesla
so
stock
funny.
was
They
dropping.
all have, like, bumper stickers on their cars or that say, like, "Don't worry." I'm, like, trying to get rid of it. Or it says,
Right.
there was another one. What did it say? Oh god.
I got it before Elon went crazy. That one.
Yeah, I've seen that. Like they're because people are just like, we're trying out here, but I think that now there's such a big market for them because people are selling them.
Well,
Well, hey.
I don't know. Not our
Okay,
listeners.
things I'm not falling for is cottage cheese as a substitute.
But you were all about the cottage cheese bagel.
That wasn't cottage cheese, that was Greek yogurt.
Oh, the one I've been seeing is a cottage cheese, though.
No, you need to try the Greek. Oh, I didn't make those for you while you were here. They are so good. I have to say Greek yogurt is very much like the pipeline from cottage cheese as a substitute is very much like Greek yogurt as well.
Mhm.
But cottage cheese is just yucky, dude. It's not good.
That's so funny. I have a huge thing of cottage cheese downstairs right now. I love cottage
But
cheese,
you've always
bro,
loved
but I don't
cottage
use it as a
cheese.
substitute. I've always loved cottage cheese, but I also don't
But
use
what
it
do
as a
you eat it
substitute. Like,
with?
cottage cheese to me is what it is. Honey?
You eat that over Greek yogurt with honey?
Wait, no, cottage
Yeah.
cheese.
But you eat
Yeah.
cottage
I
cheese with honey
eat
over Greek yogurt with honey? Like, you choose that over Greek yogurt with honey?
I like them the same. I'll have
Okay.
one or the other to
Okay.
me. Yeah, they're very in the same vein.
Interesting.
I love some cottage cheese.
Interesting.
Cottage cheese is tea
Cottage
for
cheese as a
me.
sub is just like one of the things, and also like desserts without the thing in it, honestly. Honestly, anything as a
Mhm.
sub. If you're gonna do a dessert, just do it with the thing. Just have it. Just have
Let's go all
if
the
you're
way,
like,
yeah.
not like watching what you're eating, whatever, just have a smaller bite of it. I don't know. Just don't do
Couldn't agree.
the other thing, right?
Yeah, I agree. Because you might as well just, like, full send and have the whole
Yeah.
experience. Um, Another thing I refuse to fall for is Labubu slander. I feel
Mm.
like anytime anything gets popular, there's automatically gonna be the haters of it, and it's like, "Guys, it's just a silly little thing."
See, that's exactly it, and, like,
It's like Tamagotchis, bro. It's
yeah.
just like a silly
Well,
little
that's the thing is,
thing.
like, things I'm not falling for is, like, people making fun of and as we've started literally making fun of things, but people making fun of things that make people happy, and again, this goes for even our podcast. It's like, do what you wanna do. If you wanna have a Labubu,
At the end of
do
the
what you
day,
wanna do.
if you
If
don't
you
want
don't,
one,
do what you wanna do.
don't have
If you wanna
one.
have
No one's making you.
like, I what you know what I love is I follow Glamzilla, and she did, like, a $500 haul on Jellycats, and I was like, "Oh my."
So she got 2 jelly
Yeah, no,
cats.
literally, and I was like, "That's so
They're
cute,
so
like, that's so
expensive.
fun." You know? She's like, "That's what I love."
Guys, we're living through dark
Yeah, do
times.
what you
Like,
wanna
whatever makes you feel
do.
a little whatever give you, like, a little, like, punch to the gut, whatever makes you feel
Do
something,
it, who cares?
do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Things I'm not gonna fall for is that everything needs to have pockets. Am I the only one in the world?
No, I agree
Am I the only
100%.
literally, people will leave reviews and be like, "I didn't buy this because it didn't have pockets." And I'm like, to me, that's shit, and I know this is blowing a lot of people's minds. To me, it's just extra fabric. It's just there. What are you really
Mhm.
putting in your pockets?
I think if as you being someone who's a hippie girl, like hips,
It's
you don't want extra fabric on
I'm
your hip personally,
already
right?
like,
Right,
things
right,
are
right. That's probably what it's also stemming from because I
already
agree, I don't want extra
but
fabric
people
on
want
me.
pockets to, like they'll be like, "Oh, it has pockets," but for what? What are we using them for?
You're gonna put your phone and your keys in there and it's
You're
gonna,
gonna
like,
put
be
your
hanging
phone and
down
your
and
keys in
making
there? That's crazy.
that's what I'm saying, I agree,
That's
dude.
so
That's why I say
crazy.
I'm like, here's the thing is, like, if you put pockets on, then you're gonna put things in the pockets and they're going to mess up the, like, silhouette of what you're wearing. So it's like, just, like, don't,
I'll
you
actually
know?
buy like, I will actually do the opposite and not buy something because it has pockets, because I'm like, this is just like and
1,000%.
honestly, as we're here, I might as well get into my other one is bubble hems. Like, the bubble hems are back and it's so bad.
Bubble
It
hem,
looks
bubble hem, bubble hem
bad.
is interesting. I
Same
know.
with
And you know
barrel
what it is? That
jeans.
right, these are all kind of, like, statements in a way,
Yeah.
though. Like, these are just, like, I don't give a fuck about, like the one thing I will say is that it's kind of like, I don't care about what's quote unquote "flattering," AKA you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, I
yeah,
feel like this is, like it's kind of that tea. It's sort of like women being like, "I'm gonna wear this because it's, like, it's cheeky and it's, like, a little bit silly and it's campy." Like,
yeah.
I'm
Like a bubble
literally wearing a
hem?
cloud. Yeah, like a bubble hem,
Bro,
like a
I
barrel
literally try
jean. It's
literally here's the thing.
dude, you in a bubble
You need a
hem?
barrel jean, dude. When you're hippie, a barrel jean is
Oh, a
just a
barrel jean
jean.
on a hippie
It's just a
gal? Yeah,
jean.
it's just
When
a
you have a thick
jean.
calf, that's just a jean. Hey, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Every jean, when you have thickum hips and thickum calves and thickum high thighs is just a
Mhm.
gene. Okay. A boyfriend gene
Right.
is a gene. A barrel gene's a
Right.
gene. They're all a
Listen,
little tight.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know because I have a little frog
You
butt.
have a
I
little tiny
have the
frog butt,
hips of a
but the
frog.
barrel
If you
genes are
ever
just
have seen
like
a butt of a frog, that's me.
this, dude. I I
I
don't
know.
get
And then you just
it.
fill them out. That's the thing. When you are hippie and you're leggy, you just
God, they
fill
fill
them
the
out, and
whole
it's
thing
just
out.
simply a gene.
Exactly.
I know.
Oh
I know.
God.
I'm gonna do 2 more,
Okay.
okay? We have time for 2
Yeah.
more. Okay, number 1, 20-step skincare routines. I understand that it's a K-beauty thing to have a million steps in your skincare. And also, if that's like your moment of self touch and like self, like whatever, I get that. But I also am like, I have pared back my skincare so
Yeah,
much.
same.
And I feel like my skin never looked better.
No, literally same. But
Also, my husband literally washes his face with
it's
like Dawn soap and he looks
ridiculous.
great.
I'm convinced. Here's the thing. I'm convinced that
Mm-hmm.
society has bred women from a young age to start using stuff. So we have already fucked the barrier of our skin up from a young age, which is basically
Mm.
along the same vein of you use chapstick and once you continue using it, your skin craves it. So I feel like we are now like, oh, we have to do more in order to continue. And I just feel like this is all part of the
And we
whole
really need to make
game.
America healthy
And
again.
at the end of the day, like,
We really need to
Ma,
make America
if
healthy.
I may, Ma.
Maha's another one of mine, but I won't even get into it because I don't want to fucking even start down that road. But no, I agree with
I
you.
really think that there's
It's
like
like
a we're a
ever since like
cog in this
12,
machine.
bro, can we talk about the St. Ives apricot scrub? Do you know how fucked our skin and barriers were from all
Brian
that?
mentioned that
That's
this morning. That's
crazy.
wild that you just mentioned that. What are
Really?
the
Okay, but we're
chances?
also, what are the chances? That
That's
is
crazy.
actually,
He literally because he got this scrub from Aesop that's like this really good like scrub, and he was like, "Oh my god, this is like St. Ives apricot scrub that I used to use." I was like, "Yeah, no, the
yes.
barrier on our skin, especially women, is." But this is also here's the thing, they know that we're gonna buy the stuff. Men are like, whatever. They're just like they're gonna use water and their skin never looked better. I think it's kind of fishy. Anyways,
It is
Maha.
really fishy. Maha. And then my last thing is DIY. And
Michaela.
this is for me, but you have to
Okay, yeah,
understand
yeah,
this is
that's
just for
true. That's
me.
true.
Like this is the things that I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah, no,
falling
no, no, no,
for.
no, no.
I don't
But
like
you've
the
also
pressure of the
never liked it,
DIY
yeah.
shit. I've never liked DIY. Dude, during my wedding, it was everything I was getting fed was like make your own burlap. And I was like, I refuse. I won't do it. I'll actually be pissed. I will be a
Yeah.
bridezilla
Like you have to
if
make
you
things.
make me make my own shit. Like I don't have
No.
the
That's so
capacity.
it's
I don't
very
have
mom
patience.
of you. That's very much where mom comes in because mom is not a DIY.
Yes. No, we don't I don't like it. And here's the thing, I love when other people do this is the thing. I want to pay you all
Yeah.
who love the DIY to do the thing for
Yeah.
me, to DI
Yeah.
me. To
DIU.
DI for me, I need you.
DRYYOU. Do it
Right. So when you guys
yourself.
say do it yourself, not me self. It's not DIM,
That's
it's DIY. Do it
yourself.
yourself and
I'm
I will
against
pay for
DIM.
it.
You DIY.
You DIY, no DIM. You DIY for DIM, okay? I'm
Uh,
not doing
for
it.
DIM. Yes.
How about I'm not DIAL. I'm not DIAA. I'm not doing it at all.
Right.
Okay?
You are DI. I am you are DIPS. Do it paying someone.
Do DIPS. Do it paying someone.
Dips.
Pay someone to do it.
Yeah.
Dips.
Give us more dips and less DIY.
We need more dips and less DIY. I'm not
To do
going
that.
to make it myself.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to spend $150 to do something myself when I could pay someone $100
It's
to
so
do it for
crazy.
me and do it
It's so
way better.
crazy because
You
I'm
have to get the
such a
enjoyment.
sucker for it too. I
But you
know. No, I
enjoy
know.
it and it's like imagine hating doing it
I
and
used
also
to
having
hate
to
it. No, I
pay.
know that's so crazy. It's so crazy. But there's some things
It's
that I'm like,
actually
this is crazy. Like I'll be like, why am I spending $375 on some erasers to make an art piece when I'll just buy the thing? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I am not DIY. Do it.
DIM.
You DIY
You
for
do it.
DIM.
For DIM, exactly. Do you have any more, or is that it for you?
I mean, my last two were skinny talk and clean girl aesthetic, even though I'm literally giving clean girl aesthetic today. So that's funny, dude. Sometimes you really are your own op, and that's fine too.
Well, you got to think about the fact that the clean girl aesthetic is hilarious because it's like slicked back hair and having your baby hairs out and hoops. And I'm like, who invented that?
But
Do you
also,
guys
by the way,
think?
clean girl aesthetic
Do you
is
think
so
maybe
hard to
perhaps the clean girl aesthetic is so hard to achieve? Like, if you're fucking pale and white and you have to bring all of your features out from absolute zero wall, from blank wall, it was created by women of color, dude. It was literally created by Black women,
stunning. They just
Hispanic women, Latina women. They have their hair back, the baby hairs are laid, the hoops are in, and that's like. And then white women decided to co-op it and call it clean girl aesthetic. Like, bro, who do you think invented the big hoops and the hair slicked back? Not us.
Leave it to a white girl to just fuck everything
Dude, I put 1 inch of gel in my hair and my whole scalp is back and disappeared.
Dude.
Oh my God. I saw a girl, and God bless her. She was the most Swedish looking girl. She had her hair all the way back.
Dude, I can't.
She was
I literally, Michaela.
Everyone was like, look at Mr. Peanut over here. It's like looking like the yellow M&M.
No, it's crazy. Also, it's like, we love to just like take everything from everybody else. It's like, let's just do our own thing, girls. Let's just keep with our wispy lashes. Okay, let's just put an Ardell wispy lash on and call it a day, as we have always done.
As we had done since the dawn of time.
All right, guys. Well, we hope you like this podcast, and check us out on Patreon. 2 extra episodes a month, and you get video footage ad-free and the episode a day early. So you're really getting bang for your buck over there. We love you, and catch you next week. Bye.
Thank you guys so much for listening. You can catch a new episode of Model Citizen every Thursday. And please don't forget to follow the podcast so you don't miss any of the action. We want to hear from you, so please leave a rating and review and follow us on socials for all the behind-the-scenes action at Hunter McGrady and Michaela McGrady. And don't forget, you are worthy, you are loved, and you are capable of doing all wonderful things. Bye, guys.